Hello and welcome to another episode of the Chaos Chronicles. I'm Jess, and we're back again with Haley.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're going to be covering chapters 15 through 18, so the rest of part 2 of the Hunger Games. Get your tissues ready, guys.
I know, I have actually been dreading this one for a while.
I will say, for whatever reason, it didn't seem as bad as I remembered it being.
Totally agree. We've talked about this like when I was younger. I was just so distraught over what happens in this chapter, in these chapters, and then the movie too.
Right, yeah.
But on the second reread, it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be.
No, for some reason, I thought that it was like several chapters of her death, and
I
it's
did
not.
too. Yeah. In my mind, that was a big chunk of what happens during the games.
Yeah.
It actually was.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. Yeah, before we dive into this, though, make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. They will be linked below for you guys to go check out. Chapter 15.
Let's go.
Katniss finally wakes from the many nightmares of Prim dying, her father's last moments, and the feeling of her own body being ripped apart. The trackerjacker venom was created in a way that their venom targets the fear section of your brain.
That is insane.
How wonderful.
I know. I wish that we also knew all the other things that they did during the war for like all the things that they were making. Because it seems like they did a lot with nature and
absolutely.
animals, and that would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think we only know about the Jabberjays and the trackerjackers.
I think so. That's all I can remember anyways.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's a good point. How many random things did they make? It's got to be more than this.
Yeah.
They were having fun.
They were doing something.
She slowly sits up and wonders how much time has gone by and also who else survived the trackerjacker attack. Katniss recalls the last day in the meadow with Gale, and suddenly she thinks of Peeta and how he saved her life. Or at least she thinks he saved her life. When they met up, she was so disoriented by the venom. If he did save her life, though, why would he do that?
Yeah, why would he?
Why? He's trying to kill her, right?
Yeah, this whole time.
The whole time. Just keep playing out the lover boy thing, or was he actually trying to protect her? Difficult to say.
Yeah.
But why was he with the careers in the first place? Nothing makes sense. Quote, I wonder what Gale made of the incident for a moment, and then I pushed the whole thing out of my mind because for some reason, Gale and Peeta do not coexist well together in my thoughts. End quote.
I think that is a very accurate statement.
Very accurate. They don't coexist well in general.
Not in real life either, yeah.
No. Instead, she decides to focus on the good things that have happened in the arena. She now has a bow and arrows. They don't have green slime on them, only some dried blood, so that must have all been in her head.
Thank God.
Good. I am so glad that was in your head. She then practices with a few to get used to this bow, but this changes things. She could stand her ground now instead of running. Katniss then plans to get more water, takes care of her burns, and then remembers that there is treatment for her stings. There is a leaf that could draw out the poison, but she doesn't remember what leaf it was. She gets herself up and decides on water being her first priority and that she can hunt along the way. She gets a rabbit on her way to the stream. She decides to wade in the water to clean herself off and to clean her clothes. While her clothes are drying, she sits to eat and then polishes her silver arrows with moss. She dresses and follows the stream uphill and takes down some sort of wild turkey. Around dusk, she builds a small fire to cook the meat that she got today. After plucking the bird and placing it over the fire, a twig behind her snaps. She quickly draws her bow, but there's no one there. Or is there? Looking around more, she spots a child's boot behind a tree trunk. She relaxes and grins and blurts out that the careers aren't the only ones who can form an alliance. Rue is shocked. She actually wants her as an ally. Katniss invites Rue to come and eat with her. Rue tentatively comes over and tells Katniss that she can fix her stings. They carry them back home when working in the orchards. There are a lot of nests there as well as here. Rue has a ton of leaves in her bag. Katniss is impressed, that and how she can fly in trees, and then welcomes the help. Rue chews up a handful of leaves and then presses them to her stings. The relief is almost immediate. Katniss then begs for her to continue, and she does. Then she notices that Rue has a burn on her arm and grabs her ointment. Rue is shocked. She has good sponsors. Rue hasn't gotten anything yet, and Katniss assures her that she will, especially the closer to the end they get. Rue then realizes that she wasn't joking about having her as an ally, and they shake on it. Katniss knows that it has to be temporary, but neither of them bring this up. Rue adds roots to the fire. They taste like parsnips, and she recognizes the bird as a grosling. It is so fatty that the grease drips down as you eat it. They both eat, and Rue exclaims that she hasn't ever had a whole leg to herself before.
That is so sad. Oh, poor little Rue.
Oh, Rue.
I love that they found each other, though. And
I
that
know.
Katniss actually wanted her as an ally.
I know. I have a feeling like Rue was just following Katniss like the whole time.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because they didn't really interact.
No, like not at all.
Yeah.
If anything, you would think that she would stick closer to Thresh.
Yeah.
Because they're
the same district.
Partner. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she saw like how close she was to Prim. I don't know. Maybe she just, I don't know.
She just, something drew her to Katniss. Katniss believes that she hasn't had a whole leg to herself before and tells her to have another and whatever else she wants. She has a bow now, so they can easily get more food. She notices that Rue is hesitating, and then Katniss places the drumstick in her hand, telling her it would only keep for a few days anyways. They have an entire bird and a rabbit to get through. Katniss is surprised that they didn't have more food to eat back home since they're in the agriculture district, but Rue tells her that they can't eat the crops. They do a public whipping if you do. Their mayor is very strict. Rue talks about the whipping like it's a normal occurrence there, but in District 12 it's pretty rare, and technically she and Gale could be whipped daily or worse for poaching. It's interesting learning about Rue's life. There isn't much communication outside of each district, and Katniss wonders if the game makers are blocking their conversation. After eating, they lay out all of their food, Rue's suggestion, so they can plan ahead. Rue collected a lot of roots, nuts, greens, and berries. Katniss was weary of the unfamiliar berries, but Rue assures her that they have them back home and she's been eating them for days now. To prove her point, she pops several in her mouth. Katniss takes one, and it's as good as the blackberries they have back home. Quote, taking Rue on as an ally seems like a better choice all the time. End quote.
Yeah, she is so resourceful.
She is.
I mean, her and Katniss probably know the most about the arena and how to actually survive in that.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Between the two of them, I mean, very strong ally.
For sure. Yeah. They're not hurting for food. They know how to take care of each other's wounds. They're golden.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They separate the food between the two of them in case that they are separated. Rue also has a water skin, a homemade slingshot, extra socks, and a sharp shard of a rock to use as a knife. Rue almost seems embarrassed by what she has and explains that she had to get away from the cornucopia fast. Katniss assures her that she did good and then spreads out her gear. Rue gasps at the glasses. She tells her that they're for darkness. They'll sometimes be given to them when they harvest throughout the night to the highest in the tree. the only one who doesn't get the light from the torches down below. They even killed a boy once in her district for trying to take one of them. Katniss thinks that District 12 sounds like a safe haven compared to 11. People may starve there, but she can't imagine the peacekeepers killing for something like that. The glasses, though, help you see in darkness. Rue suggests that Katniss try it tonight. Rue has been sleeping in the trees just with her jacket and uses extra socks as mittens. Katniss offers for her to share her sleeping bag since they can both easily fit. Rue lights up, and Katniss knows that this is more than Rue ever hoped for. They find a fork in a tree that is high, and once they settle, the anthem plays. There was no deaths today. Rue tells her that she missed 2 nights. The girls from Districts 1 and 4 are dead, and there are 10 left. Katniss tells her about how she thinks that Peeta saved her life, but he was with the careers. Rue has been spying on their camp by the lake. Peeta hasn't been there, so maybe he did try to save her and then had to run. If he did save her, that's just another debt to him. She tells Rue that it's just part of the act to make people think that he's in love with her. He worked it out with their mentor. Rue didn't think it was an act, though. Katniss pulls out the glasses and takes a look. She can see over 50 feet away and could easily kill if she needs to. Rue tells Katniss that the careers have 2 pairs of them. They have everything down by the lake, and they're so strong. Katniss points out that they're strong too, just in different ways. She can shoot, and Rue can feed herself. The careers might not be able to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, people who have never had to hunt for their food or like find it in the woods, anything like that, very unprepared to survive without all the stuff from the cornucopia.
Yeah, they just have the brute force, and that brute force keeps their stuff.
But not for long.
Not for long. Rue points out that they don't need to with all of their supplies. Quote, say they didn't. Say the supplies were gone. How long would they last? I say. I mean, it is the Hunger Games, right? But Katniss, they're not hungry, says Rue. No, they're not. That's the problem, I agree. And for the first time, I have a plan that isn't motivated by the need for flight and evasion, an offensive plan. I think we're going to have to fix that, Rue. End quote. End of chapter 15.
Things are just really heating up. This next chapter is going to be rough, but...
Is it this next chapter?
I thought so. Right? It's either this one or the one after that. Maybe it is the one after that.
I honestly don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm a couple chapters beyond this, so I don't remember at this point.
But yeah, as soon as Katniss got her hands on the bow and arrow, I mean, really the whole game's just changed.
Huge. Absolutely huge, because now the careers actually have a legitimate threat against them.
Very legitimate threat.
And they have no idea.
Yep. Because they still have no clue that she even knows how to use a bow and arrow.
They don't even know that she has it either.
True. Yeah.
Because for all they know, it went with Glimmer.
And that was the only one.
Exactly. There was only one in the cornucopia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things are changing.
I would love to know what the Capitol is thinking right now.
I know.
Because they don't know either, I guess. Well, they would know by now because she was practicing with it.
Yeah.
But
they're like, whoa, she can actually use this thing?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? A girl from District 12.
I know.
Chapter 16. Katniss knows that Rue fully trusts her because as soon as the anthem finishes, she snuggles against her and falls asleep.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. I just see her as this like little scared child.
I think that's exactly what she is. Although maybe not quite as scared as we think. Because I'm sure she is scared, but like she's also, I mean, she's doing her best in the games. She's surviving.
Yeah. Doing a lot better than most people probably thought of her. So,
yeah.
Yeah. She also fully trusts Rue. If Rue wanted to kill her, she would have by now. It's obvious that they both can't win, but the odds of either of them surviving is still against them, so she tries to ignore that for now and thinks about how to destroy the career supplies. She is sure that they would really struggle if they had to feed themselves. In the past, the years that a non-career won were the years that the career supplies were destroyed. They always seem to have the same strategy of getting a hold of the food early on. The careers grew up being fed, so they don't know how to be hungry. They are both jolted awake by a cannon and wonder who it was. The tributes left are the boy from 1, both from 2, the boy from 3, the boy from 10, Thresh, Rue, Katniss, and Peeta. And they forget who the other one is at this point. Rue wonders how they died, but it's impossible to know. Katniss notices something in Rue's hands. She grabbed them breakfast. 2 eggs. She isn't sure what kind they are, but they're from some sort of water bird. They could be better cooked, but they don't want to risk a fire. Instead, they just eat them raw and also eat rabbit and some berries. Katniss tells Rue that they're going to destroy the career's food. She doesn't have a plan yet, but they can think while they go and hunt. Katniss is busy getting all the information out of Rue on the career's base, though, so they don't get much hunting done. Their camp is next to the lake, and their supplies is about 30 yards from there, and they've been leaving the District 3 tribute there during the day to guard it. The boy was also stung by the trackerjackers, and they agreed to let him live if he was a guard for them. He only appears to have a spear, but Rue tells her that Thresh could easily kill him. The food is all in the open, and Rue tells her that there's something not right with their setup and asks how she'll be able to destroy it. There are a lot of different ways. She assures Rue that destroying things are much easier than making them. They then focus on foraging while quietly coming up with a plan. Katniss also learns that Rue is the oldest of 6 children and very protective of them. Also, her favorite thing in the world is music. They sing a lot at home and work. Rue points out that's why she loves Katniss's pin so much. They have many mockingjays back home, and a few are her special friends that will sing back and forth with her for hours and carry messages for her.
She's just so precious.
It's like everything you learn about Rue, you're like, oh, honey. Such an unfair book.
It really is. And I went into this book the first time I read it. I was like, oh, this will be such a fun, like, chill, just like an adventure book. I mean, it's certainly an adventure. Chill, not how I would describe it.
Complete opposite, actually.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of.
Yeah.
Don't get attached to anyone.
Mm-mm. No character is safe.
No one's safe. Katniss takes the pin off and holds it out to Rue, telling her to take it. It means much more to her, but Rue declines and closes Katniss's fingers over the pin. She likes seeing it on Katniss, and the pin is how she decided that she would trust her. And also, she already has a grassy necklace with a carved wooden star or flower on it. She tells Katniss that it's her good luck charm. Katniss agrees that it's done her good so far, so she should probably stick to that, and then puts the pin back on. They come up with their plan around lunchtime and then are ready to make it happen. They collect wood for 2 fires. Rue will have time to make the third on her own, and they decide to meet after where they shared their first meal together. Katniss makes sure that Rue has enough supplies before they split and insists that she takes the sleeping bag. She'll get another one down at the lake. Right before they split, Rue teaches Katniss her Mockingjay signal. It might not work, but if she does hear it, she'll know that she's okay but just can't get back right away. There are Mockingjays everywhere here. Quote, Okay, then, if all goes according to plan, I'll see you for dinner, I say. Unexpectedly, Rue throws her arms around me. I only hesitate a moment before I hug her back. You be careful, she says to me. You too, I say. I turn my head back to the stream, somehow worried. Worried about Rue, worried if she gets killed, or if not, they're the last ones left. I forgot to end the quote. That was probably the end of the quote there. End quote. Katniss follows the stream downhill and finds herself thinking about Peeta. Was the cannon for him this morning? If it was, how did he die? She tries to recall when he came through the trees to save her. Quote, but just the fact that he was sparkling leads me to doubt everything that happened. End quote. And we're not talking about Edward Cullen.
I wasn't going to bring him up yet. Anyways.
She replenishes her water and adds an additional layer of mud to her bag. The orange is starting to peek through again. Katniss is guarded as she gets closer and closer to their camp, following all of Rue's instructions on how to find the best spying point. She reminds herself that she is the hunter now. Get a firm grip on her bow and continues. Katniss makes it to the spot that Rue told her about. It's on the edge of the woods and heavy foliage. She can easily observe the camp without being detected. There are 4 tributes there, the boy from 1, then Cato and the girl from 2, and the boy from 3. They all seem to be recovering still from the trackerjackers. They still have large lumps on their bodies. None of them seem to remove the stingers or know about the leaves. The cornucopia is clean, and the supplies are in crates, sacks, and bins that are neatly piled in a pyramid that is questionable distance away from their camp. There are also other bins that are scattered around the outside of the pyramid, also mimicking the initial layout. Katniss isn't sure what's going on, assumes that there's some sort of booby trap. Either way, destroying the supplies isn't going to be an easy task. While she's thinking about what to do, Cato shouts and points to the woods. Rue must have set the first fire. They gather enough green to know it would smoke like crazy. The careers start to gather weapons, and they debate on if they should bring the District 3 boy with or not. Cato tells the others that they need him with. His job here is done. No one can touch the supplies. The District 1 boy asks about Loverboy. Cato tells him to forget about him. It's a miracle that he hasn't bled to death yet. While they take off, Cato tells the others when they find her, she is his. No one is to interfere. Katniss debates on what to do and is about to get closer to inspect when someone comes out of the woods. Foxface.
I actually really liked her as a character.
I do too.
She's so like sneaky girl.
Foxface was just like the perfect nickname for her.
Oh yeah, the casting, fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah. They did a great job with that.
They did do a really good job of that. But yeah, just she's so sneaky, so clever, follows people around, just grabs stuff.
Yeah.
Always gets things on the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Now, later on, not so much.
Not so much, but
we'll talk about that when it comes because that was ridiculous.
I know. So Foxface comes out of the woods. She was the tribute that they had forgotten about earlier when they were listing who was left. Mm-hmm. She runs to the pyramid, and just before she gets to the supplies scattered around, she searches the ground and carefully places her feet and approaches the pyramid. The way she moves confirms to Katniss that it is booby-trapped and is way more complex than she thought. How did Foxface figure out the path, though? Because she's smart. Mm-hmm. She's very smart.
Very smart and very observant. Mm-hmm. She's like always watching. Kind of like Rue a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. She knows.
What if those 3 had teamed up? I mean, my God, no one would have had a chance.
Game over. Yeah. No, game over, really. Foxface fills her pack with a variety of items, not enough to cause suspicion. She then jumps back out of the circle and disappears into the woods. Katniss recalls when Foxface almost fell. She squealed. It was almost like she thought the ground would explode. It's mind. Mines aren't something that the game makers usually provide. She comes out of the brush and notices the ground around the metal plates has been dug up and then patted back down. The landmines are there while they're standing on their starting plates for 60 seconds, after which they are disabled. District 3 has factories and makes TVs, vehicles, and explosives. The boy must have reactivated them. She has never seen anyone do this and is sure it shocked the game makers as well. She thought more on what to do. One year, a girl dropped her token, which was a small wooden ball, while on her plate, and it set the mines off. It doesn't take much, and that should set off a chain reaction unless the boy set them far enough apart to not disturb the others. If only one explodes, the careers would come back, get her, and maybe still have supplies. Throwing rocks wouldn't be enough. She stares at the pyramid and then sets her eyes on the bag of apples. She could sever the rope, but the bag could only be good enough for one explosion. She could free the whole bag of apples. Katniss locks in, aims. The first arrow tears through the bag, and the second widens the hole. Quote, I can see the first apple teetering when I let the third arrow go, catching the torn flap of the burlap and ripping it from the bag. For a moment, everything seems frozen in time. Then the apples spill to the ground and I'm blown backward into the air. End quote. End of chapter 17.
Wow. That was honestly a little bit of a cocky thing for her to do.
I know.
She's like, she blew up a huge portion of all the supplies left from the cornucopia. And she's like, I'm good. I can survive out here.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't need any of that. And that's a little cocky of her.
Very cocky.
I like it.
Like, I got this.
Yeah.
I can do it.
I mean, I guess to be fair, she wasn't going to get it anyways.
No.
But you completely took that off the table.
It's gone for everybody. Yep. Everybody's on an even playing field now.
Yeah. Well, not really. Her and Rue. And I guess Foxface too. They're good.
Yep. I mean, but if you think about it, how much, like, Foxface is resourceful, yes. But she also is coming to get resources from the careers. How long has she been doing that?
That is true. Yeah, very true.
So she's probably heavily relying on this also. Because she's from the tech district.
Oh, that's right. I forgot which district she was from.
Isn't she from 4 or like the same? Maybe it's 3.
I don't remember. But yeah, you're right. She probably was pretty reliant on just stealing things from other people.
Yeah. So. District 5, so power.
Oh, okay.
Power. District 5 is responsible for generating power and electricity for the capital and all of Panem. And the Foxface is known as the cunning female tribute.
Very accurate, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So they are, and that is located most likely in the Arizona/Utah area.
Is there a map of Panem? Oh, is it included in one of the books?
No, it's just there have been a few. Yeah, there have been a few out there. I don't know if any of them are like accepted by Suzanne, but I mean, we get a rough idea of where these places are throughout her books.
Yeah.
Chapter 17. Katniss lands on the ground following the blast. She gives herself a moment to look at the destruction of the pyramid. There likely wouldn't be much to salvage. Trying to leave, Katniss gets to her feet, but she's insanely dizzy, to the point when she walks, she ends up having to go on the ground. She stays a little longer, hoping it'll pass, but it doesn't. She can't walk or hear. Her left ear was facing the explosion and has blood trailing out of it. She may have gone deaf from the explosion, but she definitely can't let her fear show. To ensure she doesn't leave a blood trail, she pulls her hood over her head and struggles to tie it. She then starts slowly crawling. She knows she can't stop. They'll be back, and if she's still here, she will die at Cato's hands, and it'll be very slow and painful. She can't do that to Prim. 3 more blasts go off from a crate collapsing. Just as she gets back to the bushes, Cato comes out of the tree line full of rage. The District 3 boy throws a few stones and declares all the mines were activated, and everyone except for Cato starts looking to see if something was left to salvage. Cato is taking his anger out by kicking containers. There's nothing to save, though. The District 3 boy did a good job. Cato also came to that conclusion because before the boy could run, Cato has him in a headlock and jerks his head. The boy is dead. The 2 others are trying to calm Cato down, and he wants to return to the woods, but they're looking into the sky, thinking whoever set off the explosion is dead, and they'll see who it was tonight. It would make sense. If there were a cannon during the explosion, they wouldn't have been able to hear it. Eventually, night comes, and only the District 3 and District 10 boys are shown. They know that the bomber survived. Cato and the District 2 girl put on the night glasses. The District 1 boy lights a branch for a torch, and they head into the woods. Katniss is still laying in the same spot. Her dizziness has subsided, but her left ear is still deaf. There is ringing in her right, though. She decided to stay in place. There's no point to leave since they most likely think that the bomber took off immediately after. She does dig out her glasses, though, to make her feel better. She also drinks some water and washes the blood from her ear. She decides the smell of meat might cause some predators to come, so she eats the greens, roots, and berries that she and Rue gathered earlier. Katniss wonders how Rue is. Did she make it back? Neither of them were in the sky, though, so that's a good sign. The remaining tributes are the boy from 1, both from 2, Foxface, both from 11, and both from 12. At this point, the Capitol are probably interviewing friends and families. It's been a long time since her district made top 8, and this year they're both in it, although PETA may be on his way out, according to Cato. Quote, "Not that Cato is the final word on anything. Didn't he just lose his entire stash of supplies? Let the 74th Hunger Games begin, Cato, I think. Let them begin for real." End quote. Katniss wakes up in the morning and hears laughing near the lake. She can hear out of her right ear. It's still ringing as well, and nothing from the left, but the bleeding did stop. Katniss looks through the bushes, afraid that the careers returned, but the laughing didn't come from them. It came from Foxface. She found a few useful items in the ashes, like a metal pot and a knife. Now that the career's supplies are gone, they all really have a chance. Katniss notices a sly grin from Foxface that tells her that if she befriended her, she'd get a knife to the back. She was thinking of shooting her, but then Foxface hears something and turns to run. Nothing shows, though. Since Katniss doesn't know where the careers are, she grabs her things, takes out some cold grusling, and takes off following the stream. She comes across boot prints. The careers came through here, but it was a while ago. It reminds her of doing a better job to cover up her own prints. She stops and shoots 2 fish. She eats one raw and saves the other for Rue. As she travels, the ringing in her right ear vanishes. There has been no change in the left side. Eventually, Katniss makes it to her and Rue's first meeting site, and there's no sign of her anywhere, which is odd, but she may have gotten held up, so she waits and washes the blood from her wounds. She goes ahead and finishes the second fish. It won't last long, and she can get another for Rue. Katniss feels too vulnerable just waiting around and only being able to partially hear, so she scales a tree just in case the careers show up. By late afternoon, she decides to go looking for Rue. Before she leaves, she scatters a few mint leaves around their old fire in case she does show. She'll know that Katniss was here, and it won't mean anything to the careers. She makes it to where they decided on a third fire. The wood was arranged but was never lit. Something happened, but she's alive. Or did a cannon go off while her hearing was gone and she'll appear in the sky tonight? There are many different possibilities, and she continues to look, but there are no signs of a struggle. She pauses and then hears Rue's 4-note tune coming from a mockingjay. She's all right. Katniss grins and heads in the direction of the bird. Rue was singing to them recently. She looks to the trees to see Rue, but then there's a scream. A young girl's scream. Rue is the only one here capable of that sound. Katniss is running, knows that this is a trap, but she can't help it. Now she hears her name in a high-pitched cry. My book. Rue, I shout back. She knows I'm near, so they know I'm near. And hopefully the girl who has attacked them with the trackerjackers and gotten an 11 they still can't explain will be enough to pull their attention away from her. Rue, I'm coming. When I break into the clearing, she's on the ground, hopelessly entangled in a net. She just has time to reach her hand through the mesh and say my name before the spear enters her body.
So
End
sad.
of 17.
Poor little Rue. Little Rue.
I know. It's so sad.
It is really sad. But it was, again, much shorter than I thought. And I know we haven't gotten to 18 yet, where it does like talk about it a little bit more. I know.
But even still, chapter 18 is only 11 pages.
Yeah, very short.
Very short.
It very quickly goes from, I can't believe that Rue is dead, to, I am so full of rage. I am going to end the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah. Everybody is going to pay for this.
Yes.
The amount of energy she gets from this is... She needed it, though.
She did.
Yeah, she really did.
I hated that Rue died, but, I mean, like she said, they weren't going to both win the games anyways.
No.
So.
No. I wish.
I know. I wish.
It'd be better for everyone. Well, it'd be better for everyone if it just didn't exist, but here we are.
Yeah.
Guys, get your tissues ready. Chapter 18. Katniss shot the District 1 boy before he could ever pull out a spear. She reloads it and is ready for more. Katniss asks Rue if there are others, and she says no multiple times before Katniss actually hears it. Rue is curled around the spear on her side. Katniss frees her from the net and knows that she's beyond her capacity to heal. Rue isn't a fool. Reassuring words won't help her. Rue is reaching out for her, and she clutches onto her. She asks about the food and tells Katniss that she has to win. Katniss tells her that she will win for both of them now. A cannon goes off, and it must be for the District 1 boy. Rue tightens her grip on Katniss and tells her to not go. Katniss isn't going anywhere. She moves closer, pulls Rue's head on her lap, and gently brushes her hair. Rue softly says, "Sing." Katniss knows a few songs, but hasn't sung much since her father's death.
Are you going to read the song?
I am going to read the song. It was either like fully skip the song or we're going to read the song.
Maybe you could sing the song.
No. I cannot sing the song. I am sorry, guys.
Just thought I'd ask.
You can sing the song.
No, thank
you.
I can
give it to you.
That's okay.
Sing. My throat is tight with tears, hoarse from smoke and fatigue. But if this is Prim's, I mean Rue's last request, I have to at least try. The song that comes to me is a simple lullaby, one we sing fretful, hungry babies to sleep with. It's very old, I think, made up long ago in our hills. What my music teacher calls a mountain air. But the words are easy and soothing, promising tomorrow will be more hopeful than this awful piece of time we call today. I give a small cough, swallow hard, and begin. Deep in the meadow, under the willow, a bed of grass, a soft green pillow. Lay down your head and close your sleepy eyes, and when again they open, the sun will rise. Here it's safe, here it's warm, Here the daisies guard you from every harm. Here your dreams are sweet, and tomorrow brings them true. Here is the place where I love you. Rue's eyes have fluttered shut. Her chest moves, but only slightly. My throat releases the tears, and they slide down my cheeks, but I have to finish the song for her. Deep in the meadow, hidden far away, a cloak of leaves, a moonbeam ray. Forget your woes, and let your troubles lay, and when again it's morning, they'll wash away. Here it's safe, here it's warm, here the daisies guard you from every harm. The final lines are barely audible. Here your dreams are sweet, and tomorrow brings them true. Here is the place where I love you. Everything's still and quiet. Then, almost eerily, the mockingjays take up my song. For a moment, I sit there, watching my tears drip down on her face. Rue's cannon fires. I lean forward and press my lips against her temple. Slowly, as if not to wake her, I lay her head back on the ground and release her hand. They'll want me to clear out now so they can collect the bodies.
You really didn't have to do that. I'm just making it known.
I would say sorry, but I'm really not. I couldn't.
You did have to. Yeah. I wish you didn't, but
but you understand why.
I do.
It's so important, and that song is just
especially like whenever she's actually singing it.
Yeah.
And she can't even get through it because she's crying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She rolls the District 1 boy over to grab his pack, and then she cuts Rue free, cuts Rue's free, knowing that Rue would want her to have her pack. She leaves the spear in, knowing that it'll be taken out of the arena completely. She can't stop looking at Rue. She looks like a baby animal. She can't leave her like this. She is furious at the boy and also the Capitol. Quote, "There's no way to take revenge on the Capitol, is there?" End quote. She then remembers what Peeta had told her on the roof. He wanted to be more than just a piece in their games. She finally understood what he meant. She wants to do something here and now to shame them and hold them accountable. Rue is more than just a piece in their games, and so is she. She goes and grabs wildflowers, violet, yellow, and white. She decorates her body in flowers. Every tribute is shown when they collect the bodies, so even if the camera's left, they will be back. She takes a step back and takes one last look at Rue. She really could be asleep in the meadow she sung about. She whispers, "Bye, Rue," presses 3 middle fingers of her left hand to her lips and then to her direction, then turns and walks away. The birds fall silent, and then the warning whistle. The hovercraft is here, and when the birds sing again, Katniss knows that Rue is gone. Quote, "Another mockingjay, a young one by the looks of it, lands on a branch before me and bursts out Rue's melody. My song, the hovercraft, were too unfamiliar for this novice to pick up, but it has mastered her a handful of notes, the one that meant that she is safe. Good and safe, I say, I pass under its branch. We don't have to worry about her now. Good and safe." End quote.
Oh my God.
I know that one, as I was typing that, I'm like, you're going to have to take a big breath before you say this one.
I know.
Katniss doesn't know where to go now. She just wanders. She knows it's only a matter of time before the game makers start closing them in to finish it. But there must have been enough today. Maybe they'll let them sleep. She's about to climb a tree for the night when a parachute lands in front of her. A gift from a sponsor. But why now? Was Haymitch just trying to cheer her up, or was it something for her ear? I open the parachute and find a small loaf of bread. It's not the fine white Capitol stuff. It's made of dark ration grain and shaped like a crescent, sprinkled with seeds. I flash back to Peta's lesson on the various district breads in the training center. This bread came from District 11. I cautiously lift the still warm loaf. What it must have cost the people of District 11 who can't even feed themselves. How many would have had to do without to scrape up a coin to put into the collection for this one loaf? It had been meant for Rue, surely. But instead of pulling the gift when she died, they authorized Haymitch to give it to me as a thank you, or because, like me, they don't like to let their debts go unpaid. For whatever reason, this is a first, a district gift to a tribute who is not your own. I lift my face and step into the last falling rays of sunlight. My thanks to the people of District 11, I say. I want them to know I know where it came from, that the full value of their gift has been recognized. Which is crazy. That is also huge.
Yeah, that another district would pay for something to be given to one of the tributes from somewhere else. Yeah. While they still have one of their own tributes in the games.
They still have a tribute in. And that is how much like Rue meant to them. It was like, thank you so much for doing everything to take care of her and show everybody that she's not a piece in the games.
I know.
Katniss climbs high in the tree, takes out the sleeping bag, and takes tiny bites of bread. The anthem plays, and both the District 1 boy and Rue are shown. There are 6 tributes left. She falls asleep and dreams of Rue. It's a peaceful dream. She is safe and in a meadow singing. When Katniss wakes, she tries to hold on to the comfort from the dream, but she is sadder and lonelier than ever. She has lost the will to do anything but just sit there, really.
Oh no. You know who she sounds like?
Her mom?
Yes. Girl, you got to get it together.
She then thinks of Prim, and that's enough to give herself simple tasks like sitting up, drinking water, sorting her pack. Rue's pack has the sleeping bag, almost empty water bladder, nuts, roots, rabbit, extra socks, and her slingshot. The boy's bag had several knives, 2 spearheads, flashlight, and dried fruit. Quote, out of all he might have chosen from, to me this is extreme arrogance. Why bother to carry food when you have such a bounty back at camp? When you will kill your enemies so quickly that you'll be home before you're hungry. I can only hope the other careers were traveling so lightly when it came to food and now find themselves with nothing. End quote.
I mean, yeah, that is so arrogant. You didn't pack enough for even a night.
No, just a little teeny tiny snack. Just in case you run a tad bit late.
Yeah. In case you just want a little treat.
A snack for your journey home.
Yeah, a sweet treat while in the Hunger Games.
Yeah. It's chill. Just another day.
Yeah.
She then tells herself to hunt. Once she is out of the trees, she hides the spearheads and the knives so no one else can have them, then heads for the stream. Katniss takes out 3 grooslings and heads to the 3rd signal fire, not even caring about the excessive smoke. Let him come. The careers are either too far or know that this is a trick. There's even a chance that they're too scared of her. They know that she has the bow and arrows. Maybe they've put it together and knows that she blew up the food and killed the boy from District 1. They could think that Thresh killed him. After all, he would probably be more likely to avenge her death than Katniss. Rue's death than Katniss. She wishes that she could tell Peta about the flowers that she put on Rue, since she now gets what he was trying to tell her that night. Maybe if he wins, he'll see that when they replay him the highlights at the end of the games. But she told Rue that she would win, which somehow seems more important than the vow she made to Prim. She really thinks that she does have a good chance of doing so now. She is also determined to avenge her death and make her loss unforgettable, and can only do so by making herself unforgettable. No one shows up, and the food is done. She wraps up the food and goes back to the stream to get more water. It is early evening, but she climbs a tree to settle in for the night. Her brain started to replay yesterday. Rue, the boy. The boy was her first kill. People also place bets on a tribute's list of kills. Technically, she would have credit for Glimmer and the District 4 girl for the trackerjackers, but the boy was the first person that she knew would die from her actions. Many animals have died at her hands, but only one human. Last book quote for
part 2?
For part 2.
Wow.
I know. I hear Gail saying, "How different can it be, really?" Amazingly similar in execution. A bow pulled, an arrow shot, entirely different in the aftermath. I killed a boy whose name I don't even know. Somewhere his family is weeping for him. His friends call for my blood. Maybe he had a girlfriend who really believed he would come back. But then I think of Rue's still body, and I'm able to banish the boy from my mind, at least for now. It's been an uneventful day, according to the sky. No deaths. I wonder how long we will get until the next catastrophe drives us back together. If it's going to be tonight, I want to get some sleep first. I cover my good ear to block out the strains of the anthem, but then I hear the trumpets and sit straight up in anticipation. For the most part, the only communication the tributes get from the outside in the arena is the nightly death toll. But occasionally there will be trumpets followed by an announcement. Usually this will be a call to a feast. When food is scarce, the game makers will invite the players to a banquet, somewhere known to all like the cornucopia, as an inducement to gather and fight. Sometimes there is a feast, and sometimes there's nothing but a loaf of stale bread for the tributes to compete for. I wouldn't go in for the food, but this could be an ideal time to take out a few competitors. Claudia's Templesmith's voice booms down from overhead, congratulating the 6 of us who remain, but he's not inviting us to a feast. He's saying something very confusing. There's been a rule change in the games. A rule change. That in itself is mind-bending, since we don't really have any rules to speak of except don't step off your circle for 60 seconds and the unspoken rule about not eating one another. Under the new rule, both tributes from the same district will be declared winners if they are the last 2 alive. Claudius pauses, as if he knows we're not getting it, and repeats the change again. The news sinks in. 2 tributes can win this year, if they're from the same district. Both can live. Both of us can live. Before I can stop myself, I call out Peta's name.
Why would they do that?
End of part 2. I can so see that happening too. They didn't put that in the movie, but like I can so see that happening.
Wait, they didn't put that in the movie? I thought that was in the movie.
Where she screams Peta's name.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe they didn't add that part in. I cannot remember.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, very soon, actually.
Yeah, very soon. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So now Katniss is like, all right, gotta go find my boy.
I'm actually shocked that she had that reaction, because up until this point, she's been like, he hates me. He's trying to kill me. Mm-hmm. He's with the careers, but he saved me, but he's just playing me.
Yeah, he's just playing up the whole lover boy act.
Yeah. And now that they both can win, she's like, never mind.
Just kidding. He was helping me all along.
Yeah, obviously.
But that is kind of how a 16-year-old's mind works, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
It's like, this is the truth until proven otherwise. Proven otherwise. Okay. Oh, part 2's over.
I know. I can't believe it. This one went by so fast.
It did. And of course, Rue's part was so sad, but it was also so short.
I know. Yeah, I could not believe how short it was on the second run through.
So short.
Yeah. But also still very important.
Very important. There's a lot of important details in there. And Katniss finally is caught up to what Peeta was trying to tell her.
Yes.
The night before.
Yeah. She was definitely, I mean, she even said Prim instead of Rue. So she was definitely thinking like, oh my God, this could have been my sister.
Yeah.
In this scenario.
Yep. And it would have been.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, Prim, she probably would have been dead within the first couple minutes. But
oh, yeah. Long before now.
Yeah.
She's not a fighter for sure.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You can't even see her being that fast of a runner.
No. I can't really see her being good at any part of the games.
No. Except for taking care of her allies if she made it that far.
Oh, yeah. She very good caregiver.
Yeah.
Not meant to survive this scenario.
Not any other part of the games.
Yeah. She would have been good at the lead up to the games. People would have loved Prim.
Yep.
She wouldn't have had very good odds.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank God she wasn't in the games.
I know. Yeah, it's so good she wasn't in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now Katniss is on a mission to go find Peeta.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows where.
Little paint all over his face.
Which is much different in the book than to what was actually in the movie.
I'm excited to read. I haven't read that part yet.
Okay, so. You haven't gone into 3 yet. Yep.
Yes.
That's right. You've told me like 10 times now, and I'm still like, where are you again?
Right there.
Where'd you stop? Yeah, so we don't get the dramatic, like, I'm the same as The Rock.
It actually looked really cool.
It did look really cool. They did do a good job.
Yeah.
But and we'll talk about it, but like where he is in the book is a lot different from where he is in the movie.
He was found in a cave, right? Or some kind of
No,
cave?
He was found right by the stream.
Oh.
Like kind of in the open.
Oh. I was thinking he had found his way into a cave.
There is a cave.
Oh, there is a cave at some point. Okay. Well, I'll find out very soon. There. Yes.
Yeah, but what a wild second part.
Yeah.
4th episode.
Yeah. 4th episode. End of the second part. We only have 2 episodes left, right?
I know. Yeah. Only 2.
Yeah.
And then movie time.
I am so excited to rewatch this movie.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I actually saw a TikTok today about the Grace Reader when she did the parody of the Hunger Games. It really just cracks me up.
I've only seen bits and pieces. I have not watched the whole thing.
I haven't watched the whole thing
I don't know if I could watch the whole thing.
Probably not.
No.
But
I'll take it in little bits and pieces of like the shorts that I see come across or whatever. But yeah.
The funniest part to me is the mom. Because she's just like has nothing. Which is kind of accurate to the movie. It is
kind of accurate.
And the book. I mean, Katniss really hates the mom.
Yeah. I mean, she starts having like remorse. Like, I wish we could have reconciled before I came to maybe die.
Yeah.
We get a little bit more of that relationship later on, but it's still not a great relationship. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. And Katniss had her first kill. Well, not really her first kill, but her first
like on purpose.
Actual kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what else was she going to do? He was going to kill her if she didn't. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You can't get through the Hunger Games and not have bloodied your hands somehow.
Yeah. I mean, even if she hadn't killed him,
it would have been someone else.
It would have been someone else. And she really already killed 2 people.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, she may not have physically done it, but
her
actions
she was the one
caused that to happen. So.
She pushed the nest down.
Mm-hmm. Although I feel like she should count that one. What did you think was going to happen if you pushed a whole nest of trackerjackers?
They would just run away. They'd just run away, right?
Katniss, come on. You are smarter than that.
Yeah, District 11 sending her the bread, though, that was also huge because that's saying, like, we don't care she's from another district. We're going to support her. So people are now starting to show their support for Katniss, who will be their leader.
Yeah. And she had talked about it a little bit, how the government tries to keep them separated and they really don't want them to interact. And she was like, they're probably not even covering our conversation right now because of that.
Yep.
And so the fact that 11 was willing to show that they're supporting another district's tribute is really crazy.
Yeah.
And especially since we know that in District 11, they are a lot more brutal than 12.
Yeah.
So they did this knowing that they're probably going to get a lot of punishment for it.
Yeah. I mean, in the movie, we don't get that they sent the bread, but we do see the pan over to District 11 and see that little uprising thing happen. So we can still see that there is a huge impact of Rue's death.
Yes.
And what Katniss did was fuel to the fire that was already going to happen, but like she helped kickstart it a little bit more.
Yes. I love the fire theme as well.
Everything's about fire.
It is. Speaking of, I cannot wait for Catching Fire.
I'm so excited. And we're getting so close.
I know. The closer we get, I'm like, ah.
I'm so excited. Like I've said before, Catching Fire and Sunrise on the Reaping. It's number one. I will not ever have a number 2 spot because they were tied for number 1.
What is 3 then?
3 is probably Hunger Games, and then Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and then Mockingjay at the bottom. It's a nice end to the trilogy. It just was not my favorite.
Yeah. I only read maybe 1 chapter, so.
Yeah. It does slow down quite a bit, and a lot of people get introduced, and it gets confusing. And it's more about the rebellion than what's actually going on with them.
Yeah.
So, which it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also hard to introduce that many new characters this late into a series.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's not like, I mean, yes, there are a lot in this book. Most of them die. Most of them die. I'm sorry.
Like, and the next book too. Quite a few of the characters.
Quite a few of them die. And there are notable ones that you get to know for reasons. But then there are a lot of people introduced in the third one that, yes, they have big roles, but not as big. And there's just a lot of little characters.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. This is moving so fast.
Now that we have actually started recording again.
I know. Yeah, we had to take some time off.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're back to it now.
We are back, and both of us are going real fast.
Because it's just so good. Like,
it is really good.
The story just keeps going up from here.
And then Catching Fire is going to just keep
oh my
it
God.
going
it's like
up,
a different
up.
And not even the same level.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. You'll be ready to hear me rant about Gale quite a few times.
I'm excited to do a reread and see why people hate him so much.
Yeah. A lot of people don't have the Gale hate until Mockingjay. My Gale hate starts in Catching Fire.
You were ahead of the game.
I was ahead of the game.
And I was way behind.
You know, that's okay. You also never finished the series.
That is
so
true.
Like,
I just saw Liam Hemsworth, and really, who could blame me? I mean,
yeah. I remember the first time I learned that there was a Team Peeta and Team Gale, because in my head, when I was reading this for the first time, I'm like, there is no team. Like, this isn't a love triangle. This guy is just obsessed with her, and it's the two of them. That's it.
I actually felt like they were both kind of obsessed with her, and she was like, yeah, I don't want either of you. But that's not really the case.
No, especially as we'll read a little bit more in the next part that comes out. You'll start seeing where Katniss is head starts shifting a little bit.
Her eyes are starting to open. Maybe he's not trying to play me.
Maybe he's not trying to kill me, guys.
It'll only take 400 pages for her to realize.
Only. Well, anything else on part 2?
I don't think so. Do you have anything else?
No, that was sad.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get on to part 3 and the chaos of part 3 and the aftermath.
I forgot that was included. In my mind, the book just ends with the games.
Where the movie ends it.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, they have to go through all the whole process, which does get weirdly cut short at the end of Hunger Games. I guess it's not necessary, but it's in the book for a reason, guys.
Stick to the book.
Stick to the book. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us and listening to us ramble on a little bit at the end there. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. Again, they are linked down below. And we will see you next time for the first part of part 3, the Victors. Is it Victor or Victor?
I cannot remember. I want to say Victors.
My brain. I can't. We will see you next time for the first part of part 3, the Victor. Just one singular Victor. I guess she couldn't spoil it that early.
That is fair. Yes.
Or say because the rule was just changed. She might not even be able to find him.
That is so true. He could be very close to the brink of death.
Circling the drain.
Yep.
Which kind of. But we'll see you next time and we'll go over all of that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Bye.